next time.
Hi guys, it's Ashlyn here today and welcome back to my channel. So today we are here with part 3 of Strangerville's Let's Play. So we are going to be going to the secret lab today, and this is the final real part. We need to try and get the rest of our aspiration up, which I hope we can get. So let's get straight into the video, guys. So we will. So when we first arrived in the video, we are at the secret lab. So as you can see in the last part, I did get the key card. So this is my first time entering the lab itself. So when I did do that, I actually got possessed, which I didn't know you needed to get a suit made. So basically, in the little top right hand corner, it says these spores are too toxic to pass without protection. Question about spores around the town to see if there is some way to protect yourself. So after she comes out from the secret lab, she sort of turns back to normal. It doesn't last for long, which I was like, oh my god, thank god that doesn't last for very long. I was so scared. So as you can see, I see things down there and I'm thinking, right, well, I need to try and figure out how to use those things. So what I do is I go back to the bar, as I think that's the best place where you meet scientists or military personnel. So they're the easiest people to talk to about this sort of thing. So that's what I do. I go along and I wait or talk to people about the spores, see what information I can find out. So after I come out of this, it says, leaving the secret lab, you've helped notice that the sky has turned a different color. So basically what I have to do is discover why the sky has turned a funny color. So basically I have to find infection scanner, and once I find infection scanner, it'll be able to help me pick up spores. So that's what they said. I've just got this new infection scanner. It's really cool. I can mean that classified information, but you can convince me to give you one. So the way you can get a scanner from these people is you can either impress them, seduce them, or fight them. So I had a bit of a friendship with him, so I thought if I try a bit of romance, it would make it easier. But yeah, no, that didn't work out very well for me or him, and it ended up making me Dana feel very uncomfortable. But at one point I was thinking, this is so awkward, why am I still here? So I tried to impress him by doing push-ups. Yeah, that didn't impress him either, and then I was thinking, okay, this is so silly. So I tried to flirt with him again, didn't really help. And then I realised I could bribe him, but I didn't really want to waste her money. But I think I ended up actually buying it anyway, which is silly. So I should have just bribed him for it, which would have helped very well. So I also need to, pick up a hazmat suit. So I think I ended up just buying a hazmat suit from the curious shop owner, which lives who's just across the road from me. And then all I need to do is find so once you get it, you don't actually have a spores filter for it. So I have to get one of those throughout the process as well. So that's what we're aiming for in this. I just, after I couldn't impress him, I just give up. I was like, screw this. So basically what I do then is I just try to get our job skills up, which I still need to do that. Yeah, and I had collected stuff earlier on the day, so I just was trying to sell the rest of those stuff. And as you can see, that's why I'm digging stuff again. But yeah, yeah, as I said, I was just trying to get our skills up because we still need to try and improve in our job as well as just trying to fight this infection. So what time? As you can see, it's only 6 o'clock in the morning. She will have to go to work soon. So there isn't really much we can do unless we get the hazmat suit and we get the infection scanner, because that will help us in our second part of, or I think it's the very last part of the aspiration actually. I'm saying the very third part, but I think it's the very last bit. So it is. So we're just getting her needs up before she is going to work. I think she's going to work today, I hope. Oh no, actually, sorry, she's not working today. It is Saturday, so she might be off. So I invited over Larnett, something, I don't know how to say it. I don't know how you say his name. So I was trying to get to know him, um, and I actually thought to myself, right, she kind of needs a partner, like to have a relationship with. So I actually thought he would be the next best thing because they're both in the same job. So that is all I was doing, just trying to get their skills up, and I still find it hilarious. And I've mentioned this before, how they use cloud washing as a way to get to know each other. Like, I just find it so funny. So I think, yeah, I questioned him about spores as well. And as you can see, one of her little mullet things is to get, or not mullets, oh, I forgot the wee thing is to get promoted. So that's what my next goal is too, as well, to get her promoted in her job. And I think she was close from what I can remember the last time. You see, I didn't want to click question about spores too early in case it did like ruin the friendship type thing, and we didn't want to talk about it. So I think he says the same thing about the whole spores thing, about telling you about the infection scanner. So then I thought, you know what, I'm just going to try and seduce him. If it doesn't work, it didn't really work. I don't like that, so I think I'd end up just trying to bribe it off him. I think, did I bribe it? Please tell me I bribed it. No, I just tried to get my romance up with him again. Oh, so long and embarrassing. Could be easier to just bribe him. I thought I'd try each individual because I wanted to see the response, and it could be easy to get, but it was actually harder than I expected. And I didn't want to just hit bribe information because it's a bit more boring, I think, if you do it, because then you get the information quicker because you're giving them money or some simoleons. So you do. So yes, I actually think I brought him to an event just to try and get to know him a bit better. Oh, I got the infection scanner. How did I get it? I must have bribed him. Or did I impress him? Yeah, as you can see, the whole romance went down for me trying to impress him or trying to seduce him to get the scanner. I must. I think I either flirted with him more or bribed him off camera. I can't remember how, but I ended up getting the infection scanner. So what the infection scanner does is it picks up spores. And the reason for using this is to get, so you need spores and the fruit from them plants to be able to make like a cure for this weird disease that's going around that's possessing people. So that's actually what that's for, but I still don't think I got the hazmat suit. I think it's in this part where I do buy the hazmat suit, and as you see there, those little spore clusters are what you need, and I actually, no, I think I'm jumping ahead of getting the vaccine, or the thing. I think I actually need them for, no, yes, what I need to do is get the hazmat suit, get a scientist to, what do you call it? Produce me a spores filter for my hazmat suit so that I can go back down into the basement, and then that's when I can actually like give her a sample of the the infection thing, and then that's how we start just to develop a cure for the possessedness and the madness that's going on in Strangerville. So as you can see, she is getting ready. She's way off to work. Oh no, she's going jogging actually, because I think I have to get her fitness up before she goes to work. As that is what it takes for her to get promoted. So as you can see, she's very close to getting promoted. So I think she does. Well, I hope she does. And then we just sort out our needs again. Like, they're not hate when it's gone. So I'm like, I have to give up more money. I've just earned loads of money and then I'm giving it up. So as you can see, she's very uncomfortable when she comes home from work. But yes, she gets promoted, so that's a good thing because then she gets and points towards her. What do you call those? If you want to like give your Sims like points towards their aspiration, I think it is, isn't it? Yeah, something like that. I can't remember what they're called. yeah, so as you can see, I've went to the curio shop. We are looking for the suit, I think. Yeah, so I think he ends up giving me. I think you have to give him like information, like give him stuff to for you to earn these things. Yeah, so you had to pay for it. So that was that. But yes, as you can see, it tells you that you don't have a spore filter, and that's what you need to get. So I find scientists straight away. I go to the bar. I find the first scientist I see, and I'm chatting with her, talking about like, oh, I need a spore filter. Can you get me one? So she doesn't have she. So I need to use the chemical analysis to be able to get this sample. So that's what I am there to do. So it tells you what you need. I think you can go. So what I figured out is if you go into the lab and you go down and around, so you don't go into the middle section where all that blue spore stuff is, um, it means that you can avoid the spore collection, so you don't actually get possessed, which is great. I actually didn't realize that at the start, and I don't think you could do that at the start until you were talking to the scientists. So then I was a bit baffled. I was like, what am I meant to do? How do I get the chemical analysis? So then I realized that if you use your spore, oh God, I end up getting possessed again. Um, I needed to take her out, and I needed to get spore collections, which is very hard because it doesn't always work for you. Because then it asks you like you need to have a high rated area, and I'm like, I'm probably in the most infectious place I could be, and you can't actually get some of those spores because you'd end up getting possessed if you don't have the thing. So you have to I had to just keep going round and round here, just trying to get them as many as can. And it tells you in your aspiration once you've collected enough of them. So I need to get 15 of them. So I did, which I got 15. So they were to help try and get the enough analysis for the scientist to be able to get me an infection or a spores filter for my hazmat suit so that I could go back in there again without being possessed. So when I got back home, it was 10 past, pretty much just 10 past 2, so I couldn't really invite her over. So I thought, right, we'll just try and work out, try and get up our skills for her fitness, for work, and then we just tidied up, try to get rid of all those. I hated that part. That was disgusting whenever the spore stuff come out of your blooming taps. So then we invited her over. I thought to myself, right, we'll chat and try and get friends with her because if we're friendly with her, the more people you make friends with in this, the easier it is for you to then be able to recruit people for the very final thing, which is great because then you don't really have to be away out trying to make more friends. If you're friendly with them already, it's great. So yes, I think I just kind of chat to her a bit, and then she gives me the filter, or I think it comes in the post or the mail. I think she said. So it does. I don't really know why I invited her over, actually, to be honest. Okay, well, to be friends with her is a good thing, to be honest. But I was just like, I really want my support filter, so I think I asked about it, and then she tells me, oh yes, it'll be posted to you. Great, thank you. I appreciate your help. I've forgotten her name though. So I do. As you can see, like there's little possessed people walking past, and this is what I'm trying to fix. Like this is how I want to cure. So then I have cut out them little bits of waiting about, so I finally got the proper spore filter so I could go into this part of the basement without being affected by it. So as you can see, all the spores just come out whenever you open it. So I needed to go in here to see what was going on. I always click the M button, sorry guys about that, I always click the M button by mistake when I'm doing something, and that's why it goes off onto another loading screen as if I'm going home. But yeah, as you can see, there's loads and loads of spores down here, and it's so close to that other entryway that I can go into. So once you get there in the key card, this is when you come in and you find the mother plant. Now you can attempt to communicate, fight it, or you can go and get some allies to fight you with. But the only way to do that is you need to be able to create a vaccine, or like a vaccine for them to be able to protect them against her, because she can, possess people. So that's why you need your infection scanner, and also you need to taunt these things to be able to open the fruit. So I think you need like 5 fruit or 1 fruit and 5 spores, and that's to make the vaccine. So it didn't really take that long, obviously, but as you can see, she's tired, needs help. And it's also New Year's Eve, and I don't think I celebrated it, to be honest. So it tells you you've discovered the way to fix this. So I think I went home, sorted her needs out, and I came back again straight away. And I tried to get as much spores as I could, because the more you have for for the vaccine, it's better, because then you can get as many people to help you fight the infection. And I also don't like that girl, bless darling, no offense. She keeps ringing. I don't have very much money. I am not giving you away all the pennies I have. Okay, I'm sorry. So yeah, if you nurture it, this is how the wee fruit comes inside, and that's or out of it, and that's what you need. You need the fruit, so I think you need at least, I think it's one to make it, isn't it? 1 and 5 spores. I think that's what it was. It tells you in your aspiration, I think, or if you like look at the machine, it'll tell you. So I just go around to collect as much as that, because I needed at least, I think it's at least 3 people you need to help fight the mother plant with. That's what the big plant is called. That's what she's causing this infection all over the world, and that's why them tiny plants are all over the place as well. So yeah, I think you need at least 3 people, or I think you can get as many people as you need, but I think it's best if you only have like 3 or 4 people. And to be fair, I think I recruit 3. I recruit your boyfriend, the scientist that we were talking to who helped get the spore filter, and the other fella that I forgot his name, who I originally was trying to flirt with but didn't work out very well with. Well, he's not actually her boyfriend yet. I think I asked him out whenever or afterwards. Not sure though, I can't remember. Well, the fella who was flirting with. So it did take a while to get as many of these made as possible. And I also hated the fact that you couldn't go through that fence to get more of them. Because I think you can only nurture them once. From what I know, I think you can only nurture the plant once and take the fruit until like you respawn again. If you know what I mean, like once you come back, you can go again, but you can't like go to the same plant like twice. Not that I think you can. Well, I didn't. I got my bills. Oh, I hate paying the bills, honestly. Like I should have made her live off grid. I still probably would have bills. Okay, so after I collected as many as I could, I had to go back and go to work. Well, it tells you I have an hour to go to work, but it says on vacation. I think I end up bringing in just saying nope, I'm not working. And I also hadn't got her skills, or the wee task she needs to do to get her promoted. So yes, this is an experimental vaccine thing first, so you need to see how it works. I think you need to test it actually on the people that were possessed, but I don't actually know if I done. I think I did. Yes, I did actually. That's why I was gonna say I don't think I did that, but I did. I think you have to create three or four of those to be able to make sure they work. I think am I doing more? I think I've made another one just in case. I think I made as many as I can. Or did I cut out the part? Maybe. Actually, I did. I cut out the part where I tested all of that. I think I just try and get the people who I know. Oh no, maybe I'm not. Imagine just walking into a bar in your hazmat suit. No, I think I actually did. I think I maybe skipped the part. Yeah, so you have to administrate the vaccine first to him to protect him. Which I didn't really understand why it wasn't working for me. I was trying to think like, why isn't this working? But then I realized I had to vaccinate him. So then I recruited him to fight the mother plant with me. Okay guys, that's the end of the video. Please leave a like, comment and subscribe if you'd like to see more. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.